fighting out the blue corner, Omid Karamalizadeh.
Marcin's got some interesting advertising there on his chest.
Yeah, I'm not sure I can read it from here, Naz.
Eat fit, box Sheffield.
Is that more than one advert? Or?
I'm not sure. I suppose we've got a worry when the fighters have the advertisements on the soles of their feet. Well, he might be Sheffield on his chest, but he's fighting out of Fast Gym, Salford MMA. It's another War of the Roses. We've got Omid Karamalizadeh coming into the ring now, fighting out of Eagle Fight Club. Ali living in Sheffield now, but hails out of Iran. And for those that don't know, Iran is a powerhouse for wrestling. And that's exactly what Omid is. He's got someone famous in his corner, hasn't he, James?
Yeah, Baram Gandamani. Have I said his name right now?
I think you have. Yeah. What's he achieved? Freestyle, wasn't he freestyle world champion?
He was freestyle world champion, yeah.
And that old test works, just look at their ears, and his ears tell the tale that he's fought in lots of competitions. That's his coaches. But yeah, Omid K, sort of stereotypical wrestler's physique. It's an old school wrestler versus stand-up.
Yeah, these are both on their debut as well, Naz. MMA debut, although Marcin's had some previous Thai fights, one previous Thai fight, and he won that.
Marcin, Kolatowski. And in the corner, fighting out the blue corner, weighing at 81.1. He's 27, stands 6 tall. He fights out of Eagle Fight Club and hails from Tehran. Omid Karamalizadeh.
Omid, the hometown fighter.
Obviously very
Fighting
popular.
out of Eagle Fight Club, headed up by Zaghi. Stand-ups taken care of by former world champion Muay Thai fighter Imran Khan. Omid seems nice and relaxed, acknowledging the crowd. Marcin,
very focused.
Laser-like focus there. I think Omid's going to go for a takedown. What do you reckon, James?
I'm guessing so.
And Marcin's going to want to try and keep this long, isn't he? You'd think he's got
for sure.
Long limbs.
He's got all the advantages in the stand-up, the reach and the experience. So
Omid's front kick there. Anderson Silva didn't land.
Narrowly missed.
Omid comes in with an oblique kick, doesn't land. He's sort of pawing out with that left hand is Omid. Strong leg kick. Turned Omid sideways on.
Omid looking to catch that kick there as it came in. Not quite quick enough that time.
They've tangled for the first time now. They've got into the clinch. Marcin's trying to back out of it. Omid's got the underhook on the left-hand side.
A few knees.
Marcin knows what's coming. He's blocking Omid's left leg with his hand.
Omid had him really where he wanted him, up against the cage for a minute there.
He doesn't seem to be really pressing for the takedown, does he, James? Omid seems quite content.
I think he wants him up against the cage. I think he's going back there now.
I think Omid's getting instruction from his corner to execute the takedown.
No, they broke away.
Marcin's done well there. They've engaged and he's not been taken down. He's not picked up any damage. It's got to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Marcin's game plan is probably going to script at the moment.
I just wonder whether Omid gets a takedown there. Not the most elegant one, but falls into Marcin's guard.
Yeah, he went down for an ankle pick, but got the knee.
He's got his man pressed up against the cage now. Perfect position to rain down some pain. Let's see if he can posture up. Marcin's got the underhook on the right-hand side.
I think on the left-hand side, he's got both hands tied up at the moment. Omid's struggling to get his hands up and posture up. He's stacking him a little bit now. He's pushing them hips forward, but he's leaving himself vulnerable to a kick there.
Oh, he
but
skips.
he's passed.
Yeah, skips around, gets side control. Marcin's using the cage, as we've seen being used earlier by fighters.
He's got very good control. He's pushed himself away, but actually he might have been better up against the cage there.
Omid's got side control, but he's got that left leg close that Marcin's been able to entangle.
It's like a reverse grapevine. I don't know who that's going to be more painful for.
Just got a taste there of what Omid's capable of. I just wonder whether he thought his stand-up was going to be good enough to be able to take on Marcin. I just wonder whether it's one of those old jobs of a grappler thinking he can cut it in the stand-up, and whether he should just revert to where his strength is.
But actually, the first time he closed the gap, he kind of jumped into him, which, I mean, he left himself vulnerable, but I think it took Marcin a bit by surprise.
Well, Marcin got taken down, was controlled, but didn't pick up any damage.
He managed to get back to his feet, and then was taken down again.
His corner seemed to be telling him to focus on the body of Omid with kicks. And Marcin certainly got the build for it. Long, rangy fighter. As you said, James, he's got some background experience in Thai. It's Marcin's crowd of supporters that have opened up. Round 2 of 3. Omid pawing out with that jab.
Definitely getting some.
Got clipped there with a nice left hand from Omid. Beautiful leg kick as well. Sorry, from Marcin. Omid needs to close the range now and get to this fight to where he's really strong.
He's in danger in this position.
Based on what he's coming in with winging punches, he just doesn't seem to have the technical proficiency in his stand-up to match Marcin. He needs to get this fight to the ground, doesn't he, James?
Yeah, but he's got back into the clinch now, so job done.
But Marcin manages to spin his opponent. He doesn't seem to be wanting to change his levels, though, Omid. He's not really threatening a takedown. He's just wrestling his man.
And now Marcin's back into where he's happy.
Another nice leg kick landed. Going for the Thai plum.
He's got the leg.
Omid's got the leg. Drags his opponent down. Omid's got to really inflict some damage here. He's got to really take control.
He's past the leg. No, he's not past it completely. The knee's back in.
Marcin's doing well. He's got the inside butterfly.
He's reclaimed his guard. And he's got like a over. It's one of them hand in arm in guillotines. He's let go of that now.
Omid's in danger of this being stood back up, because if he's not doing a great deal, he's got to posture up now. Having taken his man to the floor, he's got to make him pay the price. Neil Hall's watching them close by. He's going to stand them up if nothing much happens.
He's posturing up now. But every time he does that,
it's those long legs of Marcin
that are just kicking him away. He's able to create a lot of distance between him.
Marcin's getting his foot on Omid's hip, which is really helping him control him.
And now he's reclaiming guard. Look how he reclaims guard to control Omid from the bottom. He's got his arm to stop any damage. He's putting that foot back on the hip, like you said, Naz, again, ready to just push him away and create the distance.
I mean, Marcin's not threatening from the ground with any submissions, but he's doing what a striker effectively needs to do to make sure he doesn't suffer any damage and gets the referee to stand this fight back up.
Look how quickly he regains his guard when Omid steps over.
Omid's really not progressing his position. He's not trying to pass that guard. He's not been able to inflict any kind of sustained attack on Marcin.
Every time he postures up to rain some blows down on Marcin, Marcin is opening up that distance and he can't reach him.
Second round finishers.
Yeah, great takedown by Omid, and Marcin did very well to control the distance on the bottom and prevent damage.
I think Omid's corner team having some stern words with him now. Zaghi came in as well.
What do you see it like at the moment, Naz?
It's hard to call. I'm impressed with Marcin. I mean, he's in the area where he's proficient. I think he's controlling the fight in the stand-up.
Yeah.
Omid, big heart, but his striking just isn't on that level. And Marcin's doing really good on the ground. He's not threatening, but he's not suffering any damage. And he's not allowing Omid to implement his game plan. I think Omid needs to secure a strong takedown very early on in this round and really go to work on him.
So you think Marcin's edging it for the superior striking?
I think he is. Omid's got the takedowns, but he's not achieved a great deal from it other than positional control. He's not really inflicted any damage. I think he's tiring Marcin. We can see that.
Yes, definitely.
But Omid, I think, needs to get to work on his plan fairly quickly in this third and final round.
I think it's quite open at the moment now, so this could go either way.
Or Omid's certainly not out of it. Fit as a butcher's dog, strong, he's not breathing.
You'd expect that from a wrestler, though. Some more clinical striking at the start from Marcin.
A really nice leg kick. He's turning his hip into it. You see the redness to Omid's lead left leg.
He's using that left very well to...
Oh, his first proper
shot
for a takedown. Manages to get his opponent against the cage. Has dropped him down. I think you've got a better angle, James.
Yeah, he's got the... Marcin's got the arm in guillotine from Bob, but it's not very tight. And
I think he's just holding for control, isn't he?
Yeah.
But Omid now needs to take the rest of this round with Marcin on his back, and he needs to inflict some damage to really lock this in as a victory for him.
Yeah, Marcin's let go of that now. He knew that was futile.
Omid's in his own corner. He's been told by his corner, work, don't let him stop.
Yeah, nothing really much is happening here. The referee's going to stand up any second if they don't work.
Marcin's doing a great job of tying his man up and frustrating him.
Much like the second round.
I mean, it's an amateur fight. There's no elbows to the face on the ground. That's something that Omid could obviously do if this was a pro fight. You've got to work within the rules, and at the moment he's not inflicting any damage on his opponent on the ground. Just
some taps to the rib, but really not inflicting any damage, like you said. Marcin's riding this out very, very well, and like you said, you called it, Naz, the referee stood them up.
Omid needs to get him straight back down again if he wants to try and lock in this victory.
Some great strikes.
Nice long punches there from Marcin.
Oh, that one hurt.
Ducks under the head kick.
I was very, very lucky there, Naz.
I think that was more fortune than intent. He's got the single leg, secures a takedown. He's got to capitalise on these takedowns, though. He's getting them well. But he's not making Marcin pay a price. Omid looks towards his corner for guidance.
Again, Marcin's using them long legs to keep him at bay. And he's actually striking from the bottom as well. Again, nothing much is really happening on the floor.
Omid really needs to posture up now. What does he need? How can he get himself into a stronger position? Final 10 seconds.
He needs to get his arms free, really.
As you said, James, it's Marcin that's been landing the cheeky strikes from off his back.
Yeah, and Omid got a pass to side control at the end. But again, not really much damage on the floor now. It's really difficult to call now.
I don't think either fighter dominated. If we were to look at it in the arenas where the battle's taking place, the stand-up, I think Marcin's edged it. He was technically the better striker, landing the cleaner shots.
Yeah, one of them rocked Omid a little bit as well in that round. Definitely
takedowns. You've got to give that obviously to Omid. I don't even think Marcin really threatened with one. So the takedowns, Omid every day, all day. But it was the damage on the ground. Omid just wasn't able to capitalise on the successful takedowns that he secured.
You're right, Naz. And in fact, in that third round, Marcin started to strike from the bottom as well.
See how the judges have seen it.
Go on, Naz. How did you call it?
I think Marcin's going to edge this one. I think.
After 3 hardcore rounds to go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges score this in favour of your winner. And fighting out of the blue corner, Omid.
So Omid got it.
It was the takedowns. Obviously, the takedowns scored heavily. It was a close fight, James. You made me there pick a decision. I went for the striker. Perhaps that's my own striking background that made me subconsciously favour him. But very close fight.
I think Marcin just needed to show a little bit more control of the fight. Didn't ever seem to be really in control of the fight. And
those leg kicks he was throwing were so spot on.
Sure.
If he'd have thrown more of those, I think he'd have impressed his dominance. But credit to Omid. Really solid takedowns.
After the first round, though, I mean, Omid was jumping in. I mean, he had to expect that was going to happen in the second and third, which it did. That was the only way that Omid could close the distance, and Marcin should have used his experience and footwork to keep him at bay, and use his striking to keep him at bay.